this morning we spent a good 30 minutes to an hour organizing some stuff here. This was all a whole mess because we had that table over here. But I went to Walmart and got this rack and organized everything here, and I really like how it turns out. So the material for the McLaren is here. I also have a new roll of gloss black because we've been using that a lot. The Harley is ready, just waiting for the customer to reply so he can come pick it up. It is now fully ceramic coated in here. The McLaren, we are going to start stripping that one right now. The only thing we're going to be stripping on this McLaren really is the mirror, the badges, the spoiler, and the rear license plate. That's pretty much it. Everything else pretty straightforward. We'll wrap the car exactly how it is. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Cool. That's it. Yeah, put it in. Yay! That's how you move a spoiler on McLaren. That's it. Just boop, pop right up. All right, guys. So, told you guys gonna learn something every day watching these vlogs. This mirror wasn't exactly the easiest. Like I said, some McLaren, the mirror can be removed from the outside without taking the door panel off, or even the glass. With this one, the 570, there's an improvement. Well, you have to take the door panel out, and then take the speaker out, which is those 4 bolts, 2 wires here, and then you look in there, BDBD, there it is. You get 1, 2, 3 bolts in right there with the harness. So yeah, pretty straightforward from this point. You got 3 silver bolt and then the harness. And then the glass can stay. We don't have to fuck with the glass, so that's a good plus. Well, so bad news, we are not going to be wrapping this McLaren in Miami blue anymore. I was looking forward to it. Customer just called me and was like, hey, we're not doing Miami blue. We're going to papaya orange from Tech. So it hurt my heart, but we gotta do what we're gonna do to make sure the client is happy. Right, TJ? What? I'm making him work even though we work on his car. We are currently tinting his front shield. We're currently tinting his front windshield here. Gustavo's laying down the front, 35%. It's definitely not legal, but you know, who cares? Yep, so we tint all the glass yesterday, 5%. We got his business logo decals on there, his DOT number, everything's good. The tint was the last thing, and of course the banner going across. So I'm gonna be working on that right now, getting that banner done, and after that this truck will be all set, ready for business. And that is just how easy it is to strip a $200,000 car. So yeah, it is just as easy as stripping Honda Civic. So that's pretty much it. Put that there. Now I'm gonna show you a tip. Another tip today. You guys already learned how to take the mirror apart. Now we're gonna show you guys how to take this adhesive apart right here. So a lot of people probably, you know, they'll sit here and let me focus the camera, and they'll pry it and they'll pull it and it'll rip and it will do it. And you pull this way, it'll rip again. So the trick to pull double side tape is actually you take a corner and then you start pulling the opposite way. I'm actually doing it with one hand, which is pretty difficult, but you pull away from it and it actually comes off all in one piece really clean. Alright guys, my arms are sore. We spent the whole day removing the window tint, but it wasn't just no regular tint. The tint leave pretty much a whole layer of glue, where we had to go in there, remove all the interior panel and pretty much spray the adhesive remover, let it drip down to the trash back here, and pretty much all the glue just came off. We had to like plastic blade them off, and you know, some part we couldn't get to where we had to use our finger and our towel. It was a pain in the ass, especially being such a small gap right here, removing all 5 window back here. You got the side glass, the rear hatch little long glass there, and then of course the back window glass. That was a pain in the ass. The door glass is off, and the front shoe, that was a pain in the ass too, because right here it is super narrow and flat. We had trash back the whole dash to remove all of the adhesive for this to, you know, we have to get it ready to get it retint again. So yeah, it's pretty much spent a whole day on that. It was pretty much already, oh, hold on. It's pretty much already 5:40 or 5:40. So it sucks, but you know, things like this we have to do to get the car ready. But now that it is, tomorrow we're just gonna be start laying down window tint and the wrap as well. Michael's over here, he's making good progress too. He got the engines in. I didn't even see that he got the engine in, but look at that. He's dropping the cap back onto the chassis, and yeah, good progress. Alright guys, currently 10 a.m. and the Tesla's not here yet. I'm not gonna wait for him, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on this Mclaren. We have the wrap here as well. We overnight shipping that, and right now we're gonna be tinting the front 2 glass first, and then we're gonna be working on the back glass once we have the material for that, because I ran on 5%. So hopefully that should be coming in today as well. That way we can finish tinting this Mclaren. So we have the front glass cut out here in 25% legal limit. We're gonna be installing that on the front glass. Really tricky with frame glass. We have to slide in on both sides, and you know, there's a lot of chance for it to catch dirt on either side. So we're gonna do some really deep cleaning before we can even start installing this. All right, the Challenger is back. As you guys know, we are dropping the liner. Actually, Mo's already on that. He got the headliner off already, and pretty much start poking and installing lights. So here's the liner. We're gonna be installing 550 twinkles, 24 color options, and it's gonna turn out badass, especially being the headliner is already black with the checker pattern, and these are the best headliner to be installing starlights. See, you know what's up, So over here, up there in the Mclaren, we're about to shuffle this car outside because we are gonna pull the Tesla in. The Tesla actually just arrived, so we're gonna be pulling it in, install the PPF real quick. Once that's done, we're gonna shuffle the car back out and pull the Mclaren back inside for the wrapping process. We just finished installing the 2 front window here, where actually Gustavo is doing the last one. But you can see here, the driver's side's done. Gustavo's laying down the passenger side right now. So check it out guys, now that you see things you don't see every day, you know, the behind of a car headliner, you got all kinds of sensors, speakers, wire. All of this has to get removal. All these plastic trim pieces that hold the structure of the headliner has to be removed for us to go in and install the lights. Once that's done, we put all of these pieces back and install it back onto the vehicle. It's kind of a shrink glue pattern going on here.
It's because I took those off.
Oh, gotcha. So there you go. So we even have this that we have to pull off. That's how to operate this car. So you actually put the key right here, turn the cars on, and to reverse, you grab the car and you slide down. How cool is that? Elon is very, very clever. I cannot wait for Elon to even release more stuff. And to go forward, that's how you do it. Oh, this car is quick, holy cow. I just felt that quick bare belly tap it. It's already wanting to go. Another cool part, you tap that, the door closes itself. Boom. Tesla technology. Alright guys, the Tesla is now fully washed and prepped. The first thing we are going to lay is the hood. We're gonna finish laying that, and then hopefully by then Mo should be back with our challah guys. So that sounds so good and I'm so hungry. But yeah, let's lay the hood first, the easiest thing to lay, because also we need to lay it, lift it up, let the edges dry, that way we can tuck it while we lay everything else around that. That's the first thing I always lay, even with wrap. Everything I do is always the hood first. Let's do the hood first. But yeah, that's how I do it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people like, I met a lot of people like, oh, the first thing I lay is the hardest thing, get out the way, which is the bumpers, right? It's either wrap or PPF to lay the bumper first, and they'll leave that alone. But for me, it's the hood. If the hood lays good, the rest of the car's gonna lay good. That's how I roll.